Wallis, not bad writing.
So what?
Wallis.
Wallis, oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Mr. Wallis, you're recognized. Please state your name and organization for the record.
Thank you. My name is Kenny Wallis. I'm not representing any organization today. I'm more or less an activist who often films events. YouTube accounts, Keep Arkansas Legal, YouTube, Gab as well, and of course that Facebook live stream. I'm speaking here today regarding this ballot initiative process. I have been involved in both gathering those signatures for ballot initiatives as a volunteer and as a paid canvasser. I've also been involved in efforts to stop people from signing ballot initiatives as well. I'm more or less in the spirit of Jerry Cox, who spoke earlier, not so much against the bill, but against it with some clarification. As Senator Hickey stated earlier, let's get things right before this becomes law. I wanted to talk first about the recent issue regarding the harassment of people. That actually was done to me. When I gathered signatures, after I got the signatures for the Arkansas Restored Terminals ballot, several subpoenas were apparently sent out by Randy Zook, the chair of the Chamber of Commerce. They were apparently, I was texted this by my brother's wife, who had stated that the police were looking for me regarding something. It turns out it was something that should have been just sent in the mail, stating that I needed to show up to the Supreme Court. I was actually required to give what's known as a deposition, stating that where I was recorded and told to, ask questions about, did you gather signatures here? Did you state the title of the ballot, et cetera, et cetera. I was required on Sunday to show up to the Arkansas Supreme Court to testify. However, I myself was not required, but other people who were not present here, who were members of the Arkansas Terminals Initiative, were required to testify for the Arkansas Supreme Court. So more or less my issue is kind of twofold. One, if there is someone who's more or less the grandma who's a canvasser who maybe makes a mistake, I kind of fear that there may be kind of what I call a Walker Stone incident where SWAT and extra police officers show up to arrest them, especially if it's somebody who's maybe politically connected, and like the incident with Walker Stone, uses the law to more or less intimidate someone. And then on the flip side, if you do have someone who's committing massive amounts of fraud, these are often, as you said, migrant workers who often go down a state. I kind of have a curious idea how we're going to, find them or arrest and jail them. I also wish there was, and regarding the punishing of people who do commit fraud, I would like to see an amendment put that would state that all these organizations, especially the organization that was forging signatures for the phone book, I believe in the casino, and the one that Fults had talked about earlier, were honestly, I've been looking to see what actually happened to that organization that was responsible for that. I think these organizations are multi-million-dollar organizations. I think earlier in another hearing it was mentioned that some of these out-of-state organizations, but they can be in-state as well, that are either deliberately or more or less negligently not vetting their canvassers. I believe that they should be fined. I would like to see fines put up on them for committing fraud and wasting the time of taxpayers and possibly trying to hijack this process. So that's, I more or less want to see amendments to this bill. That's kind of my overall view. One other thing I would like to see, since we have the technology to do that, is there often has been kind of an issue regarding the people wondering, did my signature count? Why was it thrown out, etc. I would like to see a live stream of when the signatures are actually being verified. I know that I've been there several times when we have first turned into the Secretary of State's office, and there's boxes and boxes that are turned in. I would like to see a camera or a camcorder similar to the technology we have here, where people can watch and see as the signatures are being counted. Again, we have the technology available, so it should not be. That's something I'd like to see as well. And I also agree with the issue regarding the pages where, if one person signs and they did so correctly, and two or three, even everyone else, for whatever reason, either deliberately or accidentally failed to properly put their signature down, that one person still should have a right to have their voice heard regarding the ballot initiative. But anyway, that's kind of my experience and some things I wanted to talk about regarding this. So that's pretty much it. I'll try to answer any questions if I can.
Thank you, Ms. Wallis. Members of the committee, we have a couple of members who are it's very tight time crunch, so if possible, limit your questions as much as possible so we can get to the conclusions. With that, you were dismissed, Ms. Wallis.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Senator Pitch, I'll say the same thing to you, also getting close to the bill and quicker will be better.
I'll be very quick. Thank you, committee. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My points are 3 and they're small. I want to reiterate, we made no change to the process of collecting signatures. We heard from a couple of witnesses complaining about the current process, but we didn't change the collection of signatures with the one exception of allowing something they've been doing to be in code.